The home of everything Frederick. It's 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. I had a visitor last week who I have met a long time ago by just email. This is Danica. Danny and Danny.
Yes, Danny
and Danica. Each One Teach One is your organization.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the organization itself and why you started it.
Perfect. Thank you for asking, Danny. All right. So Each One Teach One Inc. is a nonprofit that started in 2020. So during the height of COVID, I just recognized that everyone lost their resources like work, school, friends, just all the communication. And we just kind of decided that it would be a good idea to teach youth social emotional learning skills. Yoga is my baby and my big, and just a good way to communicate. So we just decided to do a few classes after school around social emotional learning, mindful movement, trauma informed, just giving youth words to identify how they feel so they can make better choices.
That's amazing. So what was your background leading up to Each One Teach One? What were you doing?
So before that, I had worked with the government for a long time. So I had like a real job, right? Like a big girl job.
Big girl job,
yeah. And before that, I had always worked in some form of mental health, some area of mental health. And it kind of just all came together.
Isn't that funny?
It was
how
the
that
perfect
happens?
storm, COVID.
Yes.
So I, tried to make something out of it.
That's really, really amazing. So 5 years you've been running this. And so you do after school programming during the school year.
After school, before school, in school. Yes. Workshops. We're moving up into professional development.
Awesome.
We really want to get the awareness out there.
Yeah. And you have a kickball tournament coming up.
We do. Let me get the date right because, I get so excited and I forget.
It's the 20th.
It is Saturday, September the 27th from 9 to 4. Yeah. It's a fundraiser kickball game. So, people, it's just all about having fun. But you can really get to kick that ball as hard as you want. Yes. So it is competitive, but it's a lot of fun. It's annual. It's our biggest and most fun fundraiser. Because I'm not a sports person and kickball was the only sport that I was good at.
I love it.
A little trauma around games, but another podcast.
A little PTSD.
Yeah, a little PTSD. I'm teasing some stuff out here.
Yeah, I love it.
So
okay, and so this is mostly for ages like 16 and up or adults to play. It's not for the kids particularly, but it benefits the kids.
Yes. Because the first year we did have kids involved and it was fun, but we could not kick that ball.
Yeah.
Because you had these cute little faces.
Yeah, you don't want to do it.
Ooh, social emotional learning. So trauma. So
we keep the game for the adults and the kids benefit from it. They can of course come out and play because it's at Ballinger Creek Park.
Correct. Ballinger Creek Park, exactly. And we're just so excited.
Yeah. Okay. To register, I'll make sure the website's on screen, but you go to eachoneteach1.org.
Fredco.org. Correct. Yes, you go in there, you click, you get signed up, free agent. If you've got a team, if you have any questions, of course, reach out. And you can just come and yell and scream and cheer for us and things like that too.
What areas do you have before and after care for the kids? Where do you do that right now?
So right now, our after school programming begins at the end of September at Yogamore Healing Arts Center here in Frederick.
Yeah.
So we have 6-week sessions, and then we will be moving into the schools to eliminate that barrier of transportation. Yeah. Right. Because Yogamore is a beautiful space. We have a beautiful garden there. But sometimes the transportation piece just really gets in the way.
Yeah.
So
sometimes you got to go where the kids are, right?
Yes,
yeah,
you have to.
Already are.
Yes, it's the point to take away any barriers to.
If a parent is watching right now and they have a youngster, what things are they seeing that would make them think about this Each One Teach One as an opportunity to help their child grow and develop?
That's a great question. So Each One Teach One is all about just teaching youth about self-regulation. So what does that look like? What does that mean? So it's something as simple as, does your child have outbursts? I mean, we all have outbursts.
Yes.
Right? So just giving them and using kind words when they get upset and they stomp and they scream and they want to knock things over. Cool. We all feel like that, right?
Yeah.
So just thinking about when they do have those behaviors, before those behaviors happen, because when someone's at 10, there's no way to, you can't say, now let's practice some breathing, Danny. Right?
Calm down.
Yes. So when you recognize those behaviors, you just try to talk to them. Hey, how do you feel? What are you feeling? Maybe they want to color something. Maybe they need just to go walk around.
Yeah.
Just about recognizing
those tools so that they can They know when it's coming, and then they learn something new.
Yes.
To react, how to react to that.
A tool, correct.
Yeah,
they learn the triggers. They go, okay, I know this bothers me. So when something bothers me, what happens in my body?
Yeah.
I might start to feel hot. I might start to tense up. My eyes might be really big, right? And they notice, I go, so do you notice when these things happen? Yeah. So what can we do? Pause.
Yeah.
Take a breath.
Yeah.
I control me. You know,
actually, we might have some adults that.
Oh my! That's what
send your way.
Oh yes, that's the professional development piece, darling.
Right,
yes, we have that as well.
Right. So what ages right now would be appropriate for the
So right now we are 4 to 12, but we are going to expand because we're part of the 12 to 24 collaboration here in Frederick. Yes, it's a big initiative. So we will be expanding.
That's
correct.
That's
so
really great.
4 to 12 right now, but we are going to be expanding all the way up until, up into everybody.
That's really, really great. And it's so important because if you can redirect younger, you're going to develop much more kind of, calm and together kids when they get to that 12 to 24 age group where their outbursts could be dangerous, right?
Yes.
And so you're giving them those tools at a young age to hopefully avoid some of that. That's really amazing.
I say it's
stuff.
An insurance policy.
It
I'm
is.
Like, right, so one day we're going to be walking down the street, we can barely move and we'll see these kids and they won't bump us out of the way and go, wait, that was my teacher. Hold on. Let me take some breaths. I remember, right? And they'll have some tools and remember, that it's
That's awesome. It's amazing what you're doing though. That's, and it is kind of one at a time kind of thing, but it's so important if you're noticing these things with your children that you're having a hard time and they're at 10 when you're trying to get things taken care of, which is difficult. This is a great program. So it's weekly, and it's an hour and a half.
It's an hour,
an hour
to hour and a half, kind of just depending on where we are.
And that's good for kids. Like much more than that, and you're losing them.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And we have themes. It's castle based. We have fundamentals. It's trauma informed.
Really
and we're just really excited to, just like you said, start small because they're like little sponges. I call them mindful mini mentors.
I love
So when they're small, pre-K, then by the time they're third grade, they're leading pre-K. By the time they're in fifth grade, they're leading, right? So by the time they're in sixth grade,
you're giving them such a great foundation. All right. If you've noticed a child or of kids that this might be beneficial for, I'm going to make sure that website's on screen for you. But there are after-school programs starting at the end of the month. But right now, you can help and maybe become a part of this organization, become their biggest cheerleader at this kickball tournament, September 27th. It is all day. We're talking about it on the show as it is now. You see it in our What's Happening section. But Danica, thank you so much. I really do think what you're doing is it's a really great thing for our young people because we see them struggling, and it's by the time they're in high school, it's not too late, but it's much harder to teach them what they need. And if you do it younger, I think they're going to come out some really great young people. I think it'll be great.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Appreciate it. All right, you guys reach out, visit her website, and come check them out. September 27th at Bellinger Creek Park.
Thanks, y'all.